2:30 in the day. People, do you say 2:30, Bella? Like 2:30? Because if I say like back of 2, Finn's always like, what? Some people are like, where'd you get your top from? Some people are like, can I see your feet? I mean, it varies. I don't answer the feet ones, just to make that clear. Hi, I'm Paige Turley and I'm playing Text on the Beach with Cosmopolitan. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see more. I've got a text. How has life been for you since leaving the Love Island villa? It's been a very strange year to say the least. We moved to a different city. I now live with my boyfriend who I met in the villa. And of course we have been dealing with life in lockdown. What are you and Finn like behind closed doors? I feel bad for him. Like this full year he's seen me in pyjamas and joggies. As soon as I went and got done my eyelashes the other day, he was like, damn. You know, I went to this Love Island villa, very done up, and then he got stuck with me in a pandemic. I had roots, I had no nails, so yeah, it was probably a shock to the system for him. Describe Finn in 5 words. Ooh, ditzy, funny, hot. Oh, he's gonna love that funny remark. Maybe I take that back. Clever. He is great to have like in the Zoom quiz. He's great to have in your team. Romantic. He's a selfie bugger. What Scottish sayings does Finn not understand? There are so many. There are so many. There's even things that I say that I don't realise are like Scottish phrases and I just kind of get a blank stare. One of them, I would say, oh, it's the back of 2. He would be like, what? I would say, oh, I'm going to a gaff. He would say, I'm going to a house party. It's quite comical to be fair. What's been a highlight for you? I think one of my biggest highlights was the Global Awards. It was my first red carpet event. I met H. I get presented him with an award. Yeah, that was probably a highlight. And apart from then, when we moved into the apartment in Manchester. What's been your most embarrassing moment now you're in the public eye? Ooh. Do you know, lockdown has probably been a good thing in that aspect. Do you know, I only had 2 red carpet events, so I've not really had much experience of like bad embarrassing moments basically. But that just means they're still to come. I'm quite good that when I get drunk and stuff, I don't upload to Instagram, which I am so thankful for. But I mean, there's always time. There's always time. Do you ever reply to Instagram DMs? I do try to reply to some. Sometimes there's people just saying, oh, loved you and Finn on Love Island. Some people are like, where'd you get your top from? Some people are like, can I see your feet? I mean, it varies. You've just got to be prepared for it all, really. I don't answer the feet ones, just to make that clear. What's your best piece of advice for this year's Love Island contestants? I would say, go in there, be yourself. It is very strange initially, you're kind of put into this villa with people that you're sharing a bed with and living with. So it is a very overwhelming experience to start with, but it goes by so quickly. It is so much fun. So yeah, just go in there, be yourself and enjoy it. Do you have any regrets? Do you know, I don't think I have any regrets from Love Island. It was so much fun. I wish some days I didn't complain about how much or how little sleep I got. That's probably about it. Who are you still in touch with from your Love Island days? So Shauna, I'm still in touch with her. Callum, Molly, Jamie Clayton. Yeah, probably more the Manchester-based ones, and Shauna. Do you think lockdown changed your Love Island experience? Yes. Once leaving the villa, we had about 2 weeks before we got put into lockdown, and when I met past Islanders and speaking about their experiences, they kind of hyped us up for a good couple months of mayhem. They were like, just be prepared, it's going to be non-stop. And then of course we got put into lockdown. So it has been different to what we expected, but it's been good. It's gave us the time to really get the kind of concrete of a relationship, get the basics of a relationship. It started very accelerated, so we got to be lazy. We done it back to front. We're now going to go have our first dates. Would you ever do another reality show? I would say never. I mean, I'm not the best dancer, so that kind of puts me out for Strictly and Dancing on Ice, and I hate bugs. I loved The Masked Singer. I'm a big fan of The Masked Singer, so who knows? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Oh, in 5 years' time, to be fair, we're loving Manchester right now, so in this moment, I would say still in Manchester, in a house with a garden, which means I could have a dog. Then can't say no then. And you never know, in 5 years' time, there might be kids. What's your best life advice? I read a book called The Secret, and I've always been a very firm believer in think positive things will come to you. So yeah, the glass is always half full rather than empty. Has it been a moment where you've considered deleting social media? Oh, not just yet. I still find it very strange. Strange is maybe isn't the word. Surprised that people are so invested. Even in like the days where Finn and I are in pyjamas and we've been on the couch just watching rubbish on TV, people are still very, very interested in that. And I think it's just every day I'm surprised that, yeah, people are invested in us. How do you deal with negativity online? Do you know, I have been really, really lucky that I've not had a great deal of it. And if I do, I've always been in a friendship group where we mock each other. Do you know, they've already laughed at me for that, so yeah, I'm quite thick-skinned, I would like to think. How do you cope with feeling overwhelmed? Oh, this is a good one. So recently, if I've been feeling very overwhelmed, I go for a long bath. I found myself having like a 2-hour bath at about 1:30 in a day. And I think sometimes I just need to remind myself to snap out of the digital world. Have time off the phone, go to bed early and read. Thank you so much for watching. You can let me know how I got on in the comments below.